Hello, welcome to Yoga Flow. So today we're going to have what I call a soulful practice. So we're going to get nice and warm, maybe a little bit glowy in the beginning, and then we'll come down and get some nice, deep, slow hip openers to finish. A block or two here, especially if you struggle with balance, highly recommend those. The blanket you'll only need if you want knee cushions today. Another way that these might be helpful, we will get nice and warmed up in the front body so we can get into camel today. So if you can't reach your feet and you don't want to do the beginner's one, the blocks can be handy. We'll start with the strap. Just go ahead and put that around the neck. We're going to start standing. So take your feet and legs out hip width apart. So you want them in line with the hip bones. So kind of feel that if you're not real sure. So it's where the hip bones are, not how wide you think you are. And then we're just going to move forward and back here, finding all four corners of the feet and maybe even side to side. And then when you're ready, just press the big toe mounts and the pinky toe mounts into the floor, lifting the toes and then taking them back down. And we'll take that again, pressing big toe and pinky toe mounts into the floor, lifting the toes and taking that back down. Good. Big inhale and reach so tall that you feel the sides of the body engage here. And then we're going to take that into a little squat. Your knees and your hips are your guide. Go only so far as they let you. And we'll come up and we'll go down. And we'll press through those heels as we come up and coming back down. And one more time. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center, coming into an intention. So it can be anything you want. You can also come to open heart, open mind. Or maybe your intention is, if you've done soulful practices with me before, just making it through this session. And then from here, when you're ready, big inhale and reach. Exhale, taking it down and pressing up. Now, again, your knees and your hips are your guide. So is your breath. So you want to inhale on the up, exhale on the down. And you can keep this a little bit steady, or you can pick this up a little bit. So we're getting things moving. We're getting the blood moving. We're getting stagnant energy moving. We're just moving. Good. And we'll come all the way up. Reach, reach, reach. Take a side bend to the left, pressing through that right side. And moving through center, taking it over. Good. And coming back. We're going to grab that strap. Thread that strap between the pointer and the thumb, come wider than body width apart, give that a good tug. So we're going to start to take this forward and back here. I'm just going to turn sideways. So you want to keep the rib cage in. So this is popping it out. You want to keep it in and just start to work forward and back, going to your range of motion. Now you want to keep your arms long here too. So if you can't take your arms back without doing this bendy thing here, take a wider grip on your strap. Good. And notice as you start to move that maybe your full range of motion isn't your sweet spot. So for example, here's my full range of motion, but my sweet spot of maximum stretch is about right here. So the next time you come back, stop at your maximum stretch. Breathe and expand. And taking that back up. Good. So we're back up overhead. Big inhale, exhale. Take that over to the left. Keep pulling on both ends of that strap. Moving through center. Use your obliques, your side abs. Take that over to the right. And coming back up. We're going to take this down now. We'll come back to this towards the end. So I'm just going to put that to the side. Good. From here, we're going to go into that little squat sequence again, moving. So big inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale again. Inhale, exhale, inhale. And we're going to come to a little squat here, hands on the thighs. We're going to do a standing cat-cow. So from here, as you inhale on your cow, pelvis still tips back, chest comes forward. Exhale, round into cat. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, round, taking it all the way up. Reach, reach, reach. Half sun salute A. Inhale and we lift. Exhale and we'll fold. Come to blocks or the floor. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Blocks, floor, shins or thighs, long spine. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, root through the feet, engage to the glutes, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Sun salute A modified. Inhale when we lift. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, plant the hands, step back into your plank. Knees can be lifted or grounded. Pressing through the inner knuckles of the pinky, pointer, and thumb. Press that floor away. Think about a long line from shoulder to ankle or shoulder to knee if that's where you're going. You're holding the plank. We're not holding the breath. Good. If you have more experience, you can shift forward slightly. Try not to collapse to the shoulders as you lower down to the floor. Others, lowering knees first if you're not already there. And same thing, try not to collapse as you lower down. Good. Untuck the toes. Legs are about hip width apart. I'm just gonna take this one out of this way. Good. Taking hands a little forward into the side of the shoulders. Belly button is in. Inhale, exhale, finding a baby cobra. Shoulders in their pockets, no crunching in the spine. Exhale and we'll lower. Inhale, exhale, press through the right hand, look over right shoulder. And we'll come down. Inhale, exhale, baby cobra or a little higher. How high you go matters not, as long as shoulders are in their pockets. You're not hanging in the back like this. So you want to be supported and you're not crunching in the spine. And we'll lower. Inhale, exhale, press through the left hand, coming up, looking over left shoulder, and taking that down. Inhale, exhale, coming up through center, and taking that down. One more time through center. Inhale, exhale, baby cobra, medium cobra, or high cobra. Those of you that have it and want it, lower a little bit. You can tuck the toes, tops of the feet or the toes, find a full up dog. Be strong here. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, lowering that back down. We'll wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Good. From here, when you're ready, hands under the shoulders. Stronger, more experienced yogis can tuck the toes, push up into plank, shift back down dog. Everyone else, follow me through tabletop, tucking toes, lifting up, down dog. Now, because this is the first down dog, find good down dog form. You're still rooting through the knuckles of pinky, pointer, and thumb, pressing hands in and forward into the mat. Maybe elbows turning slightly. Head and neck are free. Take a pause for a moment if you are moving, pressing into pinky toe and big toe mounds, hips, knees, and toes track. Now from here, if you've got back issues or something like that, keep a little micro bend in the knee. You can start to bend and stretch. You can walk your dog. You can come high on the toes and drop the heels. Find yours. Now, I've noticed too, when I walk the dog, if I really think about pressing my big toe and pinky toe mounds in when I lower one heel and bend the other knee, you get a little bit of abdominal engagement there right below the navel. Especially if you're already engaged in the belly, that's a little bit of a deeper connection. This is a FYI there. From here, we'll take stillness if we took movement. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, then we'll bow. Inhale, root through the feet, engage to the glutes, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale when we lift. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. From here, step or hop back to plank. You choose, take or skip a flow. Any back bend of your choice. Flowing is optional from this point forward. Down dog or child's pose are good places to be, or working on a plank if you don't want to flow. From down dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and bow. Inhale, root, engage and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more. Inhale when we lift. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose, take or skip a flow. And finding your down dog. From down dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, root, engage and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, here we go. I'm gonna warm it up again here. Big inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale with a smile. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Here we go, new pattern. Big inhale when we reach. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. From here, I'm gonna step my right foot back. Now you can bring a block or two in here if you want to. Make sure this front heel stays grounded. And I'm just gonna rock back and forth. Good. Finding a little bit of length in the torso if you can here. Good. Now I'm gonna ground down that back knee. So you can put a cushion under there if you need it. You can stay down here on blocks, or you can come up, coming up high. So my front heel is still grounded, knee is over behind the ankle. I'm zipped up through the front body. Inhale, exhale, taking arms forward. We're gonna open to the right. And coming back center. Reaching forward, right hand comes to a block or to the floor, open to the left, really open the left shoulder. Inhale, exhale, taking that down, left hand to the block or to the floor, opening up to the right. Taking that back down, good. Coming back up. Reach, reach, reach. Hands to prayer. We're going to take a prayer twist here. So coming forward, taking it back to the left, open that left shoulder. Breathe and expand. Inhale, exhale, taking that down. Hands to the ground. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, front foot steps back, take or skip a flow. Good. Now from here, we're gonna come to Dolphin Pose number 1. So we'll do this one in stages. So I'm gonna come down to the knees. Option 1, and you come down to the forearms. You can clasp the hands together, keep them shoulder width apart. But for what we're doing today, that's not real important, but I'm really pressing the floor away with forearms and elbows. And for some of you, this is going to be it today. Others are going to step the feet back. So kind of think about a little bit of a downward facing dog, except you're on your forearms. Shoulders are over behind the elbows, head and neck are free. Good. From here, when you're ready, in the way that's best for your body, find your downward facing dog. From the down dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, and we'll bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're going to take that into the other side. Inhale, and we lift. Exhale, and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, little bow. Left foot steps back now. Bring in blocks here if you want them. Rock, rock back and forth. Remember, front heel stays grounded. Long spine here. Good. Back knee's going to lower down. Good. Preferably behind the hip if you can. And then when you're ready, we'll take that up. Zip up through the front body. From here, inhale, arms forward. Exhale, we're going to open to the left. Inhale, exhale, come to center. Taking it down, left hand comes to the block or to the floor, opening to the right, really opening that right shoulder. Inhale, exhale, taking that down. Right hand comes to the block or to the floor on the outside of the right foot, open to the left, opening up the left shoulder. Inhale, exhale, taking that down. Good, taking it back up. Hands to prayer, inhale, exhale, prayer twist to the right. Again, opening that right shoulder. Breathe and expand. And when you're ready, we'll come back up. Taking the hands down, tucking the back toe, lifting the back knee, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. I'm going to skip this one. Taking a big breath, coming back to intention. We're going to come back to Dolphin Pose number 2. So if you need to come onto your knees first and do that, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, you can come all the way down onto your forearms. So find your dolphin. Those of you that are with knees up, dolphin, this time with belly button in, could you walk the feet in a little bit more with a little bit of a pike up? Shoulders are back in their pockets. Good. And then from here, when you're ready in the way that's best for you, carefully find your way back up to downward facing dog. From the downward facing dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, and bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath, mountain, intention. We're going to go through that again. We're going to do that a little bit more challenging this time with a little bit more balance and power with knee up. However, if you need to do the modification and do it the way that we just did it with knee down and the lunges, I want you to go there. So have blocks handy if you need them. Big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. From here, right foot steps back. Find that left up run or use blocks if you need them. We'll rock, rock back and forth. Good. Now from here, when you're ready, good, we'll take that up. Knee can come down if you need to. Strong through this back leg if you're lifted. Back heel's not grounded, but you're pressing back through the heel. Front hip will come back. You should be able to have good tracking here, hip, knees, and toes forward. And you should be able to glance down and see that toe. From here, arms come forward. Inhale, exhale, opening up to the right. Inhale, exhale, coming back. Reach. Hinge and take it forward. Right hand comes to the block or to the floor. Open to the left. Opening that left shoulder. Pressing back strongly with the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, taking that down. Left hand on the outside of the left foot or to a block. Open again to the right. Inhale. Exhale, taking that down. Good. Find your bearings, find your balance. Lifting back up into crescent. Back knee can lift or ground. Taking it forward, take the prayer twist to the left. Opening up left shoulder. Strong through that back leg. Strong breath. Open heart, open mind. I'm starting to work up a glow here. I hope you are too. Inhale, exhale, taking it back up, taking it down, plant the hands, front foot steps back, take or skip a flow. Notice how the left side feels compared to the right. Woo! From here, when you're ready, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and allow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. We get to do that all to the other side. So from here, big inhale and reach. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. This time the left foot steps back. Good. So you can bring blocks in here if you want to for that up runner. Good. Now choose your path, knee lifted or grounded. Find your crescent. Good. Strong through the back leg, back heel doesn't ground. Watch your tracking here. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale, open that up to the left. Inhale, exhale, coming back. Reach, taking it down. Left hand comes to the block or to the floor, opening to the right, opening that right shoulder. Strong back leg. Taking that down. Right hand to a block or to the floor on the outside of the right foot. Opening up to the left, opening the left shoulder. Inhale, exhale, taking that down. Good. Find your power, find your balance. Rise. Taking hands to prayer, hinging forward. Prayer twist to the right, opening that right shoulder. Strong back leg. Staying with the breath. Come back to that intention. Inhale, exhale. Woo! One more time. I'm feeling the burn, taking it down. Plant the hands, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. Woo! My quads are really feeling that now. From your downward facing dog, we're going to come back into a dolphin pose. So choose your dolphin, coming onto the knees with forearms down. We're coming down into the forearms. Some of you will stay here. Others are going to engage and walk those feet in. Remember, really press the elbows and the forearms into the floor. Right leg's going to lift, bending that knee, opening up. Head and neck are free in dolphin. It doesn't touch the floor in dolphin. And we'll take that back down. Good. Even everything up. Left leg lifts. Bending that left knee, opening to the left. Taking that back down. Good. Stepping the feet back a little bit here. When you're ready, drop the knees, find a child's pose. Arms can be long in front of you or hands by the ankles. Do what your shoulders want you to do. Reconnect with breath, reconnect with intention. So open heart, open mind. Maybe compassion for self, compassion for others, compassion for animals. From here, when you're ready, make your way back to your downward facing dog. From the down dog, inhale, look forward, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, then bow. Inhale, root, engage, and rise. Exhale, hands to heart center, finding breath, mountain, intention. All right, so we should be nice and warm now. We're going to go into a balance challenge here, and this is a 3-part balance. So this kind of starts with dancer, it moves into warrior 3, which then moves into half moon. So this is the reason why, one of the reasons why I wanted you to have at least a couple blocks in case you need them. So I'm going to do this real quick so you see what it looks like, and then we'll all do it together much slower than how I'm going to do it. So for example, here's your dancer. Good, we'll come here, we'll release. You'll find your warrior 3, hands up or down, and then you'll find your half moon. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So we'll do that together, we'll do that slower. So from here, starting, have your blocks handy if you need those. Good. We'll start on the left leg. I recommend having, if you're using 2 blocks, left leg in between. If you're using 1 block, have that block to the left of your left foot. So it's there if you need it. Good. From here, good. We'll take up the left arm, roll the right arm back, bending the right knee. For some of you, this might be it. If you can't bind, you can also squeeze this glute and take it back. The goal is right here. Some of you can bind, grabbing foot, ankles, or pants, letting that knee come back in. Good. Now, if you want to take this a little bit more challenging, you can take it here. Breathe. I've got my eyes on a spot on my floor, and I'm not taking my eyes off that spot. From here, without slingshotting, let go of that knee, lengthen that leg, find a warrior 3. Arms, hands can be on the floor, to the side, the prayer by the hips, you choose. Could you press out of that hip, press into that heel? From here, left hand's gonna come down to a block or to the floor, opening up, half moon. Woo. Left leg should be on fire. Inhale, exhale. I'm just gonna come down, letting that second block assist me as I come up out of there and shake out this leg. We're gonna take that to the other side. So I'm just gonna move to the other side here. Good, so set your blocks up as needed. And then whenever you're ready, after you pull up your pants, good. Right leg's gonna come forward, hip, knee, and toe track, right arm up, rolling left arm back, bending the left knee. This might be it for some people. Others are gonna bind. Good, let everything kind of settle. Press into that right heel, try not to hang into the right hip. And then others are gonna come forward here. My eyes are on a gazing spot on the floor. I'm not taking my eyes off that spot. Maybe we release, finding a warrior 3. Again, I'm pressing out of that heel. Good. Right hand's gonna come to the floor to a block, opening up, half moon. Good. And then when you're ready, good. Taking that hand to the block or to the floor, carefully coming out of there. And we'll shake it all out. One last flow here as we start to slow things down and come down. And I'm just going to take my blocks forward here. Good. So from the top of the mat, big inhale and reach. Exhale and we'll fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale and we'll bow. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. You choose, take or skip a flow. From the downward facing dog, left leg lifts 3-point, bending that knee. Round, step or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. Warrior, prep your back foot, use a block for stability if you need to do that. And then rise with that stability into your warrior 2. So front hip's gonna come back just a smidge. Watch your tracking. Relaxing shoulders. Now, could you press at the outer edges of the feet and get into the heel? Could you press again into big toe and pinky toe mounds, lifting those toes? Now, could you lower your toes and keep that engagement? With the bent front knee or lengthened front leg, take it back, exalted. If you like to arm bind or arm wrap here, find something that you like. Inhale, exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, exhale, cartwheel that down. Now hands can come to blocks if you want to do that. Swivel up the back foot. This is a pyramid variation. So we're going to lengthen the front leg, lengthening the torso. My back heel is not grounded, but I'm pressing back through that heel. This leg can come as straight as you can take it, as long as it's not locked and with a long torso. So your body, your hamstring will let you know if it's a good idea to fold in or maybe not so much. So take it to where your body wants you to go. Breathe. Good. Coming back up, if you took a deeper fold, putting a bend in that front knee. Blocks can come more forward, planting the hands, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. From your down dog, when you're ready, left leg lifts 3-point, bending the knee, opening to the left, strong, even upper body. So we did something similar to this when we were in Dolphin earlier. And then from here, we're going to take this right into a pigeon. So knee's going to come behind that left wrist. Now, if belly down pigeon is for you and you don't have anything to fill in underneath a floating left hip, come onto your back, cross the left ankle over your knee for figure 4. Same hip opener, but it's kinder on the hip and the knee joint. So do what you need to do for your body. Breathe and expand. So we talked about compassion a little bit for self and others. What about forgiveness? Could you have forgiveness for yourself? Sometimes that's the hardest person to forgive, is ourselves. From here, when you're ready, if you went onto your back and took figure 4, carefully make your way back to your downward facing dog. Those of you that followed me, carefully tuck the back toe, lift, front leg comes back, find your down dog. You can move through a flow here if you want one, or just be. And then from the downward facing dog, right leg's going to lift 3-point, bending that knee, round, step, or pick up and put that foot forward between the hands. Good. So I'm just going to switch sides. Good. So once you've put that right foot forward between the hands, warrior prep that back foot. And when you're ready, rise with stability, warrior 2. Front hip will come back just a smidge. Hip, knee, and toe tracks. Now again, pressing through the outer edges of the feet. Could you press into big toe and pinky toe mounts? Could you lift the toes? If you lowered the toes, can you keep that engagement? With a bent front knee or a lengthened front leg, take it back exalted. If you did an arm bind or an arm wrap on the other side, find something similar here. Inhale, exhale, finding warrior 2. And when you're ready, we'll cartwheel that down. So bring in blocks in here if you want them. Swiveling up the back foot, going into that pyramid variation. Lengthening the front leg as long as it's not locked with that knee. I'm pressing back through the back heel. Back heel is not grounded. Lengthening the torso. Good. Front hamstring will let you know if it's a good idea to fold in deeper or not. And from here, if you took the deeper fold, we'll come out of that fold, putting a bend in the front knee, planting the hands, front foot steps back. You choose, take or skip a flow. Good. From the downward facing dog, when you're ready, right leg lifts 3-point, bending that knee, opening to the right, strong, even upper body. Good, and then taking those hips back even, right knee comes behind the right wrist, or we come onto our back, crossing right ankle over the left knee for figure 4. Find your version of this pigeon that your body needs. And so open heart, open mind, compassion for self and others. Forgiveness of self. What about forgiveness of others? A lot of people in our society think when you forgive someone, you forget about what they did or what they said. That is not true. They are not the same thing. You won't forget what was said or what was done, but you can forgive so that you can move on. Because you can't control if they're, going to give a sincere apology or not for them to move on, but you can forgive and move on. And then from here, when you're ready in the way that's best for you, based on where you went here, find your downward facing dog. And if you want to take one final flow here, one final belly down vinyasa, feel free to take it. And then once you're ready, drop those knees, find a child's pose. So knees can be together as wide as the mat, somewhere in between. Arms can be long in front of you or hands back by the ankles, you choose. And when you're ready, we'll come up from here. Walk those hands over to the left. As you come over to the left, walk the right fingertips forward, lift the hips slightly, press into the left hand, sink towards the right hips, breathe and expand. Coming back up, walk that back center, full or half child's pose to reset the spine. And we'll come up. And when you're ready, walking those hands over to the right side, walking the left fingertips forward, lifting the hips, pressing in the right hand, sink towards the left side. Breathe and expand. So we did a lot of sneaky shoulder work today, so this should feel good. And coming up and coming back to center, half or full child's pose here. Okay. Now we're going to prepare to come into camel from here. So if you need a knee cushion, bring that in. And then I'm going to go through a few options here because different people need different things. So you can have the tops of the feet down, or you can have them up. If you plan to go back here with your hands or whatnot, taking them up will cause you not have to go back as far as this, but either way is fine. My hips stay over my knees the whole time, so I don't take them back here and then try to back them. So hips stay here. Rolling the shoulders back. Some of you are going to take your hands here or here and take the chest forward, elbows back, maybe looking to the ceiling. That's beginners. Okay. Others, you can start with a half camel. So maybe right arm comes up, left arm goes back. You can also come back to a block here if you need to not go back as far. Okay. It looks like that. And then same thing for the other side. And then some of you are going to take both blocks back here and go back, or coming into the full. So if you're going to do half and half here, I'll cue you about halfway through when to switch. But whenever you're ready, take your camel. Hips are forward no matter where you're going. Belly button is in no matter where you're going. Head and neck goes where you can tolerate it. So if you've got vertigo or something like that, don't take your head all the way back there. No crunching of the spine, just like any other kind of back bend. If you did a half, you'll switch sides here. And then from here, when you're ready, nodding that chin, coming back up, take a child's pose. Breathe. Come back to your intention. Always come back to the breath. Good. From here, when you're ready, good. We went into some deep extension there. We're going to come to some deeper flexion here to counter that. So I'm just going to kind of sit up on my blanket here, taking this forward. So we're going to take our legs forward here. So legs can be together or a little bit wider apart. If you're really tight in the backside, keep a little micro bend in the knees here. Come to an anterior tilt of the pelvis, tailbone behind, hip bones rock forward. Sitting up nice and tall, big inhale. Exhale, now hinge forward first with a long spine. And then once you can't go any more there, then fold in. Breathe and expand. And then from here, we'll carefully come out of there. Good. We're going to come onto our backs here. So grab your strap. We'll come back to that. Grab at least one block. We'll come back to that for those of you that have a supported back bend in your future. Otherwise, you won't need your block. But I'm going to move my blanket out of the way here. As you come down onto your back, it might feel good to just take the knees in a little bit here and rock, rock, rock. Okay. We're going to do one bridge together and then one freestyle bridge. So bridge together, hips, knees, and toes are tracking. Good. Heels are not too close or too far away. Roll those shoulders back. Now really press the shoulders, elbows, and arms and hands into the floor. And then inhale, pressing evenly into both feet, lift the hips up to the ceiling. Your body will let you know when you should not lift up any higher. And when you're ready, we'll come back down. Good. So freestyle bridge, you can do one just like that. If you want something a little bit more, restorative, you can take ranch house or townhouse setting here. It'll go right under the tailbone, the sacrum, and then you just kind of relax on there. Some of you are going to take heels in closer, maybe when an ankle bind, maybe when a hand bind under here, maybe you need a strap to help you with those. So strappy, ankle bind goes right here. Good. Heels are in. Good. And then you're tugging on the strap and you get all the feels. So if you're like me and you have short arms or really tight or muscular hamstrings and can't quite reach, then this is a good alternative. Likewise, if you've got carpal tunnel like I do, and sometimes the hand clasp underneath is not comfortable, use your strap under there, rolling your shoulders back. Good. Reach that strap towards the feet. Now you get all the feels of this one by taking it out of the wrist. Sometimes tight shoulders don't like the wrist bind either. So do what you can do to make it work. Full back bend is fine if you want to go there. You can rock back on the heels, come up on the toes, play with that. One leg lift. Good. Play with those. All kinds of possibilities. And then when you're ready, based on where you went, carefully come out of your bridge, taking your knees back into your chest and rock, rock side to side. Taking that strap now, we're going to take it around the right foot. Good. Both straps will be in the right hand. And The left knee can be bent or extended long. It depends on how that makes your back feel. Both hips are going to stay grounded, both shoulders grounded, taking that right leg out to the right. Once you've kind of wiggled around and found your sweet spot, if you want a sweeter spot, give a deeper tug on that strap. If your left hip is coming up, left leg is too far away, you'll want to lift it up a little bit. We're settling down a little bit, getting good stretching after that nice soulful practice. And we'll come back up. Good. Left leg's going to lengthen, both straps into the left hand. Different things for different people. Some of you with a long leg or a bend in the knee are going to come over about 45 degrees-ish. You might have to move that leg around a little bit to find your sweet spot there. Others are going to come all the way over into a twist. Keep the leg in line with the hip. Don't let it flop on the floor. And if you can't do that on your own, stick a block under there to help you with that. So what that does is that helps the alignment in the little SI joints where the sacrum and the iliac, the hip, come together. We didn't used to think there was any movement there, but now we know that there's just enough movement to cause lots of pain and problems if we're not careful. We want to take care of that. And then from here, we'll come back up. Good. We'll do a midair switcheroo here. So left foot in strap now. Right knee can be bent or long, both straps into the left hand, both hips, both shoulders stay grounded. Take that leg out to the left. Once you've kind of found your sweet spot there, if you want a sweeter spot, give a gentle tug in. Good, and then we'll come back up. Good. Extending that right leg long, both straps into the right hand. Good, a long leg or a bend in the knee. Kind of do the arc over, or you can take that leg all the way over, keeping it in line with the hip, not flopping on the floor. And some people can't go even to take the leg where the hip is. I can't today because I've got a wall in my way. But if you can't, just go where you can. Just don't go beyond the hip. And when you're ready, we'll come back up and release. Release that strap, knees into the chest, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. We're going to come to a short shavasana here. You can bring in any props that you would like for that, or you can just kind of come traditionally, letting everything come long and flop open. If your back doesn't like that, you can put a bend in the knees. You can be on your side, you can be on your belly, be where it feels good to you. And I'll leave you here for a few short moments. Taking the inner gaze to that heart space, coming back to open mind, open heart. Taking some deep breaths here. Choose stillness or gently take head and neck from side to side. Choose stillness or invite movement of the fingers and the toes. choosing stillness. We're taking knees into the chest, choosing to keep the upper body grounded or maybe lifted into a full body hug. And choosing stillness, or taking legs long in front of you, arms long behind you, and reach and lengthen from the edge of the fingertips, the edge of the toes, full body stretch, point and flex the feet, bend and stretch through the hands, twirling wrists and ankles in one direction, and then in the other. And then you choose bending both knees, rolling over onto the right or left side, the side that works best for you in this moment, taking all the time that you need here. And when you're ready, coming up to a comfortable seat where we normally start our yoga practice. And then sitting nice and tall, just noticing how you feel. Palms up, inhale and reach, touching palms together, exhale, hands and heart center. Reconnecting with that intention one more time. We'll take them to the forehead for good and true thoughts, to our lips for good and kind words, and to our hearts for open and loving hearts, knowing no effort on this mat is ever wasted, no gain is ever reversed. May you be safe, may you stay well, may you have a wonderful day, week, month, evening ahead. Namaste.